Hello guys, this is Group 5 bringing our buyer behavior presentation regarding Square. These are our lovely group members at the bottom. Today's agenda, we're just going to give you guys a quick introduction on what Square is, the 3 pressing issues that we found when we were doing our research, a quick summary, and then some resolutions. So these are the top headlines that we found when we were conducting our research. Square has increased its payment process transaction fee to reflect the newly added risk, increased from a flat rate of 2.75% to 2.6% with an added 10% per transaction fee. Why this is important? It's important because credit card payments account for over half of the transactions we do today, so it'll in terms affect a lot of consumers. Getting into the processing fees, you see what the original pricing fees are to the new pricing fees. Just to tell you guys who does it help and who does it hinder, it supports the larger businesses that have the larger transaction fees or the ticket item fees, and it hinders the smaller businesses who have larger volumes but low ticket items. And just to give you a summary on why Square is doing this, the flat rate fee keeps things simple for the merchants. It often means Square was taking the bathe or the bath or the fall for the fees if the transaction was at a certain amount because the costs were fixed. Best ways to address the issue, just offering competitive processing fee is very important to keeping and retaining customers. Just making their point of sale system more integrated with their services. And then getting merchants to use the POS system can open up the revenue potential because small, medium, whether you're large, if you're using your POS system to manage your inventory, check reporting, monitor transactions, that in turn will maximize your return on investment out of that processing fee increase, which will bode well for your business. Hey, how you doing, man? Can I ask you a couple questions today? So, just to get started, we're doing a project about Square. About our specific section that we're talking about is the processing fees. So just in general, what do you know about Square and their processing fees?
I do know that usually whenever I buy something like from maybe a vendor or something like that, I do notice like an extra fee added. Usually they let me know like, hey, I'm using Square, so it might charge you a little bit extra. That's about it though.
And then when you're looking at your receipt or your invoice, do you notice it every time, or is it just from separate vendors? Or
honestly, I notice it from when I buy from somebody like small. I don't think I've ever like walked into a big establishment or something like this and really thought about it.
And so at the end of the day, how does Square make you feel?
I mean, if I gotta pay extra for something, I mean, I would rather not do it, but if it's not gonna charge me nothing, I don't really care.
So just tell me in general, what have you heard or what do you know about Square?
All I know about Square is what you just told me, that it's a little merchant thing, swipe my debit card.
Thank you for being honest. And have you ever looked at your receipt?
Only the ones, they do get emailed to me whenever I get receipts, so yeah, I'll look at that.
Okay. So whenever you do look at it, do you notice any sort of fee beforehand or after the fact while you're going home?
I've never noticed a fee from Square.
Okay.
Like after the fact or whenever I use Square.
And then from when so for example, if your wings were maybe $8.50 and then your receipt is maybe $11 at the end of the day. So how much do you feel that the state taxes play a part with that? Or do you feel like it's a mix between Square?
I feel like more than anything, Square. Because the tax should be built into the payment to begin with. I shouldn't be getting charged after the fact.
Okay,
I was getting $8.50.
We're getting a lot of great things from you. Last question. So from just what you have to guess, what would you have to guess the fees would have to be, just off the top of your head?
Like from Square?
Just charging per transaction.
I'd go probably like $2.50.
$2.50?
Yeah.
So just to give you a general background on what we're doing today, we're Georgia State students. We have we're taking buyer behavior and we're studying the company Square.
Okay.
So we're just gonna ask you some general questions on what do you know about Square and just some additional questions.
Like Square, the
credit
card company?
Yeah, for example,
Okay.
their payment processing device or retail point of service device,
Gotcha.
just for that example, or if you know about any other products, you can bring it up as well. So in general, what is your opinion on Square?
Square is really useful. I've used it at cons and stuff. So like having something that I can connect to my phone is really easy. So I've never had a bad experience other than like if you have like spotty Wi-Fi. And I think that's like the biggest setback is like it's completely like Wi-Fi or database.
Gotcha.
So yeah, no complaints other than that.
And in regards to fees, do you notice any Square fees at the end of the day?
I haven't seen any, but maybe it's because I don't pay attention that much.
Do you look at your receipt from time to time, or you just keep it rolling?
I got to keep it moving, especially in cons and stuff. You don't want to get stuck in the
You're just trying to get in.
room. Yeah.
Last question of the day. Let's see. So overall, how do you? I know you told us that it doesn't matter at the end of the day. So for example, if you had a plate that was $8 and then you walked out the door and you realized, hey, I just ended up paying $10. How would that make you feel?
I mean, that's kind of annoying, but you have to like understand like they're a company and they have to make money as well. So just like a regular credit card fee that kind of piles up at the end of the year anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's kind of understandable that it's there, but it's not necessarily like great if you're a broke college kid like I am. So like it definitely depends on like how my bank account looks. Like if it's a couple extra dollars, like I did use a service,
Yeah.
but if I'm like budgeting it, you know, it's kind of annoying. Yeah.
My system is declining a lot of cards. Let me contact Square support. Transactions and reporting. Perfect. Transactions declining. Troubleshooting decline cards. Seriously? An article? Ooh, let's contact support. Perfect. I'll give them a call. Wait, currently unavailable? Seriously? They don't have live agents 24/7? Well, I still need help, so I guess I'll have to email them as a last resort. I cannot process transactions. Submit. Hopefully they respond soon. Wait. 24 hours? Are they serious? This is going to affect my sales if I don't have this issue resolved as soon as possible.
Breaking news. Square hits another tumble as our third reported issue hits the newsroom. Take it away, Brenda.
Hey guys, this is Brittany Carter. Brittany Carter owns her own copywriting business. Brittany uses the 3 different Square apps to facilitate the processes of her business. She uses the Square Invoice app, the Square Reminder app, and Square Cash app, all to talk to her clients. Brittany thinks this is a problem because that is a lot of apps for one business when it can all be under one umbrella.
The solution we chose for Square's unintegrated Square services is obviously to create an app that offers all the services Square has available for mobile under one app and market it to individuals and businesses with the concept in mind that will make your life so much easier if you have the Square pack that has your back. And if you don't want one uniformed app because you only need certain Square services has to offer, don't worry, we have what you need regardless of what it is. Now that is all, folks. I hope you enjoyed Breaking News with Group 5, and good night.